Hey everybody, how you doing? Hope you're having a great day. Today we are trying Thumbs Up, and this comes all the way from India. This is a cola flavor, which is made by the Coca-Cola company. There is quite a bit of history and funkiness with this brand of Thumbs Up and the Coca-Cola company. Let's get into the history before we crack this open and see how good or bad this actually is. Will it get a thumbs up? We'll see. So the history of Thumbs Up goes all the way back to 1977, and the government of India was asking the Coca-Cola company to disclose its formula. And the Coca-Cola company said, nope, we're getting out of here. And they packed their bags and left. Now, that created a hole for the cola flavor and soda in India. And Thumbs Up became the filler of that hole in India shortly thereafter. So after Coca-Cola left India, Ramesh Chauhan, who owned a soda company with his brother, started concocting a cola formula from scratch with cardamom, cinnamon, and nutmeg. And after some research and development, they wound up coming up with the formula of Thumbs Up. And they found it to be a stronger flavor of cola compared to Pepsi or Coca-Cola. And they originally was going to call it Thumbs Up with a B in there, but they decided to drop the B because it just looked a bit more unique this way. Now, Thumbs Up became quite a hit in India, but in 1991, the government of India opened up the market for multinationals to come in and start selling their products. So Pepsi came in and became a huge competitor against Thumbs Up. So in order for Thumbs Up to claim their stake in India, they decided to make another side product called Maha Cola, which translates to big in size cola. It was a much larger bottle of cola sold for far less. So either way, all the money was still coming to the company that owned Thumbs Up. And it's much of the same tactic as Pepsi did back in America, way back in the day, going against Coca-Cola by selling larger bottles of cola compared to what Coca-Cola did. So they were kind of running Pepsi's old game against them in India. And then in 1993, Coca-Cola decided to sail their boats on back over to India and claim a stake in the cola market in India. And by the end of 1993, that same year, they wound up buying out Thumbs Up and some of their smaller brands of sodas. The owner of Thumbs Up was paid $60 million by Coca-Cola, and they said, I'm out of here. So now Coca-Cola owns Thumbs Up, and they wanted to originally just kill off the brand in general because they wanted their brand, Coca-Cola, to be the dominant thing. They want to take over the world. They want to be the cola flavor of the entire world. The main factor why they decided to keep it around and rebrand it was the fact that if they did kill off Thumbs Up, a lot of the potential people that would buy Thumbs Up would just gravitate more towards Pepsi than Coke. They didn't want that. They didn't want Pepsi to get any kind of inch or any kind of real estate in the market in India. So they decided to keep this brand around and continue selling it and refix it to be sold to manly men, men in their 30s and 40s. So they made this more of a grown-up looking Coca-Cola with more of its bold flavors than what Pepsi or their own brand Coca-Cola could do. So their new advertising had the tagline, "Grow up with Thumbs Up." And this actually worked with the younger market that kind of got stale and bored of Thumbs Up. They're like, oh, yeah, it is kind of a newer, grown up kind of taste compared to Pepsi or anything else. Yeah, it's manly. I want to be a man. I'm not a little boy anymore, Dad. I'm going to drink Thumbs Up. So it worked all around for older men, younger men, and all that. So ever since then, Thumbs Up has thrived and become a very successful flavor in India. But now let's just see if this is a manly drink. Try it out. We'll see what we think here from good old small town USA. Yeah, it definitely does have a very strong smell to it. Very spicy. That's what they always claim. This is a very spiced up kind of cola. All right, let's pour it out in a can or whatever, glass. It really does have a very spicy smell to it, too. It's like I walked into a potpourri shop or one of those old, like, mom and pop spice shops, actually. Okay, here we go. Thumbs up from India. Going on in. Not bad. It's very fizzy. Lots of carbonation in there. Mm, that is really good. Ooh. You could definitely taste there is an elevated amount of cinnamon and nutmeg in there. I really do taste it. It's a very powerful taste. And, ooh, yeah, I like that. That's good. Mm, man. Drink the rest of the glass here. Yeah, that's good. That is really good. Man, that is so good. It's also made with real sugar, too. It's another little perk. Oh, that is, God, that rocks. That rocks. All right, so when you take a look at this, don't be discouraged and think this is some off brand cola flavor. It's not going to taste that good. It's probably going to be some generic flavor, wannabe Coca Cola. Absolutely not. Do not pass on this. This is absolutely amazing. This is a cola flavor that I have never experienced in my entire life. I've drinking plenty of them. Ugh. I love the OG Crystal Pepsi from the 90s. It changed up in the re-releases. It's not the same. I think it's on that same level, taste-wise and enjoyability-wise. When you drink this, you are greeted with a gate of fizziness, carbonation, and it has a very sharp, refreshing taste to your typical cola taste. And then it transforms into a kaleidoscope of flavors. Now, usually you drink a Coca Cola or even a Pepsi for that matter, and you kind of just taste all of the ingredients blended together. You taste the mix. This, on the other hand, goes in mixed and then it spreads out to where you could taste all the different notes and flavors that make up a cola. You taste the cinnamon, you taste the nutmeg, you taste the cardamom, you taste even the vanilla later on as it smooths out. It ends with a very smooth, sweet vanilla taste, but still has that tinge of a spiced uh, cinnamon blend kind of deal, the potpourri per se. And it is elevated to a whole other level of a cola flavor. And they're not lying. I'm just reading this and I was like, okay, we'll see about that. But wow, this has totally changed my mind completely about this soda. Now, the wild thing about this is I've had this can sitting around for a while, and I've always looked at it and I'm just like, I'll review that later. Mountain Dew has a new flavor out. That's more exciting. And I just kept looking at this as the nerdy girl that I never gave a chance to until later on, and it completely surprised me. The craziness. So do not sleep on this. This is the nerdy girl that you will give a chance to later on, and then you're going to sit there and wonder, why did I wait this long to give this a chance? This is a 10 out of 10, easily. Thumbs Up is a 10 out of 10. It's a cola that you should try. You should try to hunt this down. I found this at an Asian market, a supermarket, and that's what I initially thought. Luckily, I am that kind of guy that would see this and be like, huh, all right, never heard of it, but I'll try it. I'll pick it up. And now I got to get some more of this. This is absolutely amazing. It's a great experience, soda experience overall. And I think this is definitely a bucket list soda item for sure. Thumbs Up is truly awesome. Thank God Coca-Cola didn't axe this back in the 90s when they bought the company. But yeah, this is amazing stuff. Highly recommend it. Try it, buy it, get a 12-pack of it, whatever you do. Yeah, Thumbs Up, 10 out of 10. And that is it for this India Cola Cheat Day review. And I am DJ Glowing Ice. Always wanting to remind you that it is okay to cheat every once in a while. Yeah. See, he's got me pumped up, you know. So, Thumbs Up gets a 2 thumbs up. And I will see you next time. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Hope you could hunt this down. You definitely won't regret it. I can't rave enough about this. All right. I'll see you guys later. Take it easy.